Rising house prices, more stamp duty to pay and less tax relief have all pillared pressure onto landlord finances in recent years, but there are still healthy returns on offer in some parts of the UK. Research carried out by Totally Money looked at annual yields on 500,000 buy-to-let properties across Britain and found that, while landlords in London are struggling to make a decent return, those letting out homes in Liverpool are firmly in the black. Liverpool's centre, Edge Hill, Fairfield and Kensington areas are the most profitable places in the UK to be a landlord, according to the study, offering an annual return equivalent to 12.63%. And that is mostly thanks to Liverpool's lower house prices, 3 universities and huge demand for rented accommodation from students. Manchester, Nottingham, Sheffield, Glasgow, Cardiff and Plymouth, all university strongholds with large student bodies in need of rented accommodation, also placed highly in the top 25 postcodes and delivered buy-to-let yields in excess of 7.25%. Landlords in London and the South East, meanwhile, are finding returns far harder to come by, with sky-high house prices meaning it takes years for landlords to cover their costs and make a decent profit. In London's SE1 postcode, the average property price is a cool £1.3 million, while monthly rents average £2,510, delivering landlords an annual yield of just 2.36%. Landlords have had a lot of change to deal with over the past couple of years. In April 2016, a 3% stamp duty surcharge was introduced on all buy-to-let purchases. The Bank of England then issued a warning to buy-to-let lenders, forcing them to impose much tougher lending standards that have made it harder to get a buy-to-let mortgage. Then in April this year, the government began its rollback of tax relief on buy-to-let mortgage interest from a previous maximum of 45% to a tax credit of 20%. This flipped the way that landlords have to declare their income, meaning they now pay tax on all of their rental income, rather than just on their profit. It has hit the pockets of many landlords, with those worst affected tending to operate in areas where house prices are particularly high. Joe Gardiner, of Totally Money, said, "Realizing a decent return on a buy-to-let rental property is becoming increasingly difficult." Property prices continue to rise steadily, albeit more slowly, and rule changes have made lenders more cautious. Prospective landlords need to go into property investment armed with the facts they need to focus on property investment in areas that can give them the highest yield. Liverpool postcodes dominated the top table with 6 of the top spots, while in Plymouth, the PL4 postcode rose up the table from 15th to 4th place with a yield of 10.15%. The city boasts two of the highest yields in the study, with 8.25% in the M6 postcode and 7.98% for M14, student favorite and home to the University of Manchester's Fairfield campus. The worst returns were found in London and the south-east.I and some parts of London, although rents are almost £4,000 per month. At nearly £3 million, the average house price is 13 times the national average, depressing yields to less than 2%. Graham Davidson, managing director of buy-to-let specialist Secure Property Investment, said buy-to-let investors are turning their attention to areas of the north, such as Manchester, Liverpool, and Sheffield, where price increases have been much steadier and therefore sustainable. These cities and their commutable surroundings are likely to continue to thrive within the current housing market, making them the ideal hotspots for investment.